Alright, so this right here is my diesel drift trike. It doesn't really drift too well, but it's got a Yanmar L48, and I completely fabbed this whole thing. I had no business doing so. I learned a lot along the way, and it's really unsafe, so I need to make some gussets, and I need to make some plates, and I need to reinforce some welds. I've really beat the life out of this thing, and yeah, it's time for some improvements and some restructuring of this device. So let's get to the introduction of this thing. I had a lot of extra parts lying around, and I decided I was going to build a drift trike. I had a satellite skid, and I bought a live axle kit, and I had a bike that I found and a seat. So I started putting the pieces together. I had a L48 Yanmar laying around too that I just got running. So I figured I could make a device out of it. So I added the seat, I added the engine, torque converter, and it started coming together. I rode that bike like that with that bicycle tire and realized quickly that it had a hard time steering. I acquired a KL650 Alpha dirt bike frame and decided I'd transplant that into the front. So I started making some supports and eyeballing it and getting the rake right for the angle that I wanted. I've never claimed to be a welder, but I had a bunch of metal pieces laying around and rods and pipes, so I made it plugged and played and just tried to support the neck of this bike because I knew it was a lot taller than what I had originally designed it for. I had an electric start on there. I wanted some headlights, hydraulic brakes. I put some underglow lights on it too. I thought it looked pretty good. I used to ride this thing around my neighborhood, and I decided I would take it to Busco Beach with the Cars and Camera guys at Mini Mayhem. So it's made 2 appearances. I've driven it, and my buddy Driver's driven it too. It's really a lot of fun. It's not really made for that terrain, but it actually surprisingly handles pretty well. Definitely a head turner, and it's definitely gratifying to ride something that you built completely from scratch and have it hold up. But this is the last time I rode it before I started having problems. Alright, so now some things I got to take care of are my fork seals are all toast. So I'm going to replace those and fill it up. I'm sure they've never been changed. I'm going to fix my foot pegs over here and gusset all of that danger that's over there, make it stronger. And then my chain and my torque converter are kind of messed up. I don't know if you can see that, but I got a bunch of slack here and actually dug into that back plate, so I need to fix that. I need to change this belt. Yeah, so I got a lot of work to do. It shouldn't be too difficult. But yeah, that completes my video, and I look forward to getting this thing back into operation. Thanks for watching.